Hi everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. For today's jewelry tutorial, we're going to make this super cute little beaded bracelet. We've got some little dangle flowers in there that add some movement to your bracelet. It's a dainty little bracelet. Love the little dangles. So let's check out our materials and get started. Okay, so for our supplies, if you hear that in the background, that is my husband outside sawing tile. He is laying our bathroom floor. We're getting closer to getting the bathroom done, so excited about that. So I have some eye pins. We will need some ball head pins. We are going to wire wrap our little baby bell flowers. You can just use a regular eye pin if you don't want to make wrapped loops, and just make a simple loop. I have some fire polish 6mm in this very pretty dark purple. I have my lobster clasp with a small jump ring, some larger jump rings. I have some little daisy spacers and some bead caps. You will also need your tools, wire cutters, I will be using my one-step looper, and then you will need your ruler to measure your bracelet. Okay, so we're going to take our eye pin. We're going to add on a bead cap, one of our purple fire polished, and then another bead cap. So you will have that. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with about 8 of them. I do have a smaller wrist. My wrist is only 6 inches around. So I'm going to start with 8 of these little beaded sections. So I have 4. So we will make 4 more of them. And then we will make the loops all together. Okay, so we have our 8 little beaded sections. Move the bead caps out of the way. So now we are going to make all of our loops. This is where your one-step looper, if you have one, comes in really handy. If you don't, I highly recommend you buy one. I love mine. I use it all the time. If you are making a lot of loops, it saves a whole lot of time. Unless you're super fast at making loops, then I guess you really don't need one. But I do really like mine. And just all you do is just stick your wire in that hole and then give it a squeeze and you have your loop. Sometimes they don't always close all the way, but that's okay because you just kind of open it anyway to hook it to whatever else you are making. So we're going to finish up our last loop on here. Okay, so we have our little beaded sections. I'm going to start with 8 of them. And see how long the bracelet is, and if I need more then I'll add more. Move those out of the way. So now we are going to wrap some of our little bellflowers. I've got my ball headpins. I got these off of eBay. I got them off of Amazon. So we're going to add one. I like to use the ball headpins with the little bellflowers because it looks like a little kind of like the middle of the flower. Then we're going to add on a daisy spacer to just give it a little something extra. And then we are going to take our round nose pliers and we are going to wrap it. I don't want a super big loop, so I'm going to, don't mind my broken finger now. I'm going to use just the tip of the pliers, push the wire away from you, rotate your pliers, bring your wire towards you, rotate your pliers, and bring your wire around. So you have your loop. And then we're going to wrap your, and then I'm going to grab that loop with my pliers and we are going to give it a few wraps, 2 or 3. I usually do about 3. Trim your extra wire. Trim your extra wire. Make sure you don't have any poking out. And there's your loop. About 9 of those. So we're just going to add on our bellflower and our little daisy spacer, and we are going to wrap away. So we got to have a little bit of a beach vacation this last weekend. We hadn't been to the beach since before things shut down. So that was super fun. Everybody's been busy working. My husband's been super busy at work, and my 17-year-old just started working a few months ago. So he's been busy with that. And he graduated at the end of May from high school, so we're super proud of him, and he'll be starting his college classes come August. My 15-year-old made it through his first year of high school, so he was excited. He's excited for that since last year they both did online school for the year, so they were both way happy to go back to actual classes this year at school or on campus. Okay, so going to lay this out of what I'm thinking. Okay, and my clasp. So we are going to take one of our jump rings. We're going to open it up, add on one of our beaded sections. I'm going to add on our 3 of our bellflowers that we wrapped. And then I'm going to add on another beaded section and close up my jump ring. And so that part goes there. I'm going to open up one of our other beaded sections and connect it to the other beaded section, close it up, and we're going to connect the other one. And so that is what we have right there. We're going to take another jump ring, open it up, add on our beaded section, and then 3 more of our bellflowers. And then one of our beaded sections. Close up that jump ring. Okay. And then our next 2 beaded sections, we're going to neck connect. So we're going to take one more jump ring. Open it up, add on our beaded section, and then we're going to add on our other 3 baby bellflowers, and then our last purple beaded section. Close it up. Okay, so there's part of our bracelet, so I'm going to go ahead and measure it. So where it sits, it is exactly 5 inches, which my wrist is 6. So we can do 2 things. We can either continue adding beads around there, but I think I'm going to add some chain to it. Okay, so I have this textured chain that I got from a bead box bargains. So I'm going to cut a little bit of that. I think it's very pretty. I love the textured in there. It's one of my favorite chains. So I cut about 1 inch of chain. I'm going to connect it to the side of my bracelet. So I'm going to take this small jump ring, which came with the lobster clasp. I don't remember where I got them from. They might have came with chain that I got off of Amazon. So now we have our clasp on there. I'm going to add one of these bigger jump rings. I like to use a bigger jump ring to connect my that attaches to the lobster clasp, because it is easier for me to that didn't close all the way. Anyway, it is easier for me to connect the clasp to the jump ring if it's bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and add one more jump ring to this. There is our bracelet. It does look super small, but I do have a really small wrist. So there is our pretty bracelet on. Don't mind my dry hands, I didn't put lotion on. So you can add some more dangles around the clasp if you want to. But I think it turned out super cute. I love the purple colors. So that is our bracelet. If you enjoyed my video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Consider subscribing if you like jewelry tutorials and bead hauls. Stay tuned for next week's jewelry tutorial, and thanks for watching.